Hi, just checking in to see how everyone is doing. I needed to just I sit for an hour in silence, and that really helps me because there's so much going on in the brain, and we're getting thrown so much information, and there's so many things that are triggering our survival in brain. Fight, flight, freeze. So many people that I've talked to, and it's amazing because it's both. Either they're supporting her or they're supporting him, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick if this person gets in, or the country's going down if this happens." And I don't know. Maybe they're both right. Maybe they're both wrong. But this is the thing. No matter what happens, and no matter what you are aligning yourself with, the fact is that you are still responsible for you no matter what. So do whatever it is that you feel is the right thing to do for yourself. Vote for the person you want to vote for. Talk to people if you want to talk to them. But I really want to offer you to do your own inner work and to keep your nervous system regulated, because there is what you can control, and then there is what you cannot control. And most of what's going to happen tomorrow is in the pool of what you cannot control. It's just a fact. So you don't have to get sick. You don't have to do all, like, God forbid, we don't have to set ourselves up for complete destruction if the other party that you don't want, because just so you know, like, exactly half of the people are thinking the same exact thing. What I'm offering is that there's something else bigger that is happening here. So vote for who you want to vote for, and then let's kind of come back to ourselves and find our own power, because they're not God. God is bigger than this whole entire situation. We are being shown whatever it is that we need to be shown to make the decisions that you need to make. And at some point, we're going to have to start learning how to get in touch with our own consciousness, how to regulate our nervous systems when things don't go the way we wanted to, and when things go the way that we wanted to. Either way, there's going to be issues. Okay, we're going to need to learn how to live life on life's terms. Always, always. And it's not easy. And the big media machines are designed to put us into fight or flight, because then we're the most easily manipulated in that way. And what we're really all wanting, I think, from both, and I'll quote unquote call it sides, because I think we are really, really, really one people with very different ideas of how things should be. But we're one. We are all one. All of us, we're all connected, we're all one. And the more that we change on the inside, that is how we change the outside. That's it. So I just want to offer to stop giving your personal power away. And I know this is like a really big ask when it seems like so much is on the line here. But the truth is it's the truth. It is the truth. Right now is the present moment. What's happening is we're going into the future in our imagination of what, God forbid, could happen. And I just want to offer you to stay in the present right now. Are you alive? Are we breathing? Are we in the present moment? I love dancing. I dance with people. Some of them have the same ideas as me of what should happen, and some people have much different ideas than me. and when we're all dancing, we see the oneness of what we are, because really and that's what happens also when I sit in silence. It's like all of this stuff, I don't also try to control my brain when I sit in silence. I just sit and I allow all the thoughts to come up. And then everything starts zhuzhing around, all of the media that I've consumed, all of the people that I've talked to, all the things that have happened. And I guess this is what I'm going to share. I'll share this. In craniosacral therapy, what comes up in the body is the stress pattern, it's considered like, it's called an inertial pattern, something that's giving inertia, right? Something that's not in flow, something that is kind of stuck, that's going in resistance to what is. And as a practitioner, we are trained to be connected to ourselves. We are connected to our midline, to the essence and the core strength of our own life force, so that we were not knocked off. Because only when our nervous system and our midline are in alignment, then the client's body has the ability to feel safe enough to resolve its own inertial pattern itself, and it will do that. So I want to offer, we are in the middle of a big inertial pattern right now. And the more that we could stand still in our own knowledge, in our own consciousness, in our own alignment, in our own love, in our own power, and hold it with a lot of compassion and watch. Again, do what you need to do, but then come back to yourself, come back to your midline. If you need help with this, I strongly encourage you to get a craniosacral session, to get an energy healing session if you're remote, a coaching session, which when I work with clients, coaching and energy healing, coaching and craniosacral therapy if you're in person. I do this. Like, I have to get myself sessions. And what these sessions do is they give you back the gift of your own life, so that even when things are crazy, when there's things going on in the world that are so out of control, you still get the gift of your own life, and the stress patterns can release themselves, so you can come back into your own security, into your own safety, into your own power, into your own life, into your life essence, into your purpose of what you want to create. There have been so many times where it's been like, oh, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is going to, and that's not usually the case. You know, they say that 99% of what we worry about is not going to happen. What I know is that when I am in alignment, my inside, my outer world changes. When I'm in peace inside, there is more peace outside, at least in my life. And again, I cannot control what is happening. And so therefore, the other solution is to get some serenity. If you've heard the serenity prayer, it's a beautiful prayer, because it says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. If it's there and you're in resistance to it, it's just going to be more painful. Courage to change the things I can, right? What do I personally have control over? That's yourself. That's your own nervous system regulation. It's how you want to act. It's how do you want to think? How do you want to be in this world when things are happening in the world that are out of your control for the most part, okay? And then wisdom to know the difference. And it was pointed out to me that this particular prayer is so beautiful, because sometimes we just can't see the difference. We can't see the difference between truth and false. Sometimes we can't see the difference between what we can control and what we cannot control. Therefore, we ask God for wisdom, to have the wisdom. What can I control? What can I control? And show me what my next right step is. So, yeah, I do think it would be a good idea to get off your phones, to get off the media, although stay on if you want to, you know, but it's not going to change anything. So, but if you do, and you get off for a little bit, go dance, go have fun, go sit in silence, do something that will be nurturing for yourself. Get yourself a craniosacral session. Get yourself an energy healing session. Get yourself some sort of coaching session. Do something for yourself that will help your mental health, that will support you and your body, that will support you in your life. And let's stop giving all of our power away to things that we cannot control. So that is my prayer for you. My prayer for all of us is that whatever happens is that it is in all of our highest goods, and that we are really able to tune into the beautiful power and that we are of and that we're really wanting, which is peace and love, creativity, the things that we're actually wanting to have in our life, that we should be able to have that and be supported by the decisions that we make.